Hello everyone, this is Murthy. Welcome to QA automation classes. So in the last session we have completed resetting current branch to a particular commit when that commit is already in the remote repo. So today we are going to see the merge conflict, right? Last time we have also seen that there was two options were there. One is the merge, one is the rebase while we are trying to push to the remote, right? But instead of going through those options, we have selected to go with the force push, right? So we have forcefully pushed our changes. So but today we'll see the merge example. Okay, so what is exactly is a merge conflict and how can we resolve the merge conflict? And this is the most important in the entire Git session. Okay, so if you work in the real time, most of the time you will get these merge conflicts. Okay, so let's understand what exactly is this merge conflict and how can you manually resolve it. Okay, so a merge conflict can occur when Git cannot automatically resolve the code between the two commits. Let's say there is commit 1 and commit 2, and when you are going to combine those changes, there is some conflicting changes, right? So whatever is given in one line, the other commit or other branch is some other thing is written there, right? So we'll see that practically. Okay, so in that scenario, when the Git cannot automatically resolve the conflict between the two commits, then it raises a merge conflict, and that merge conflict has to be manually dealt with, right? So the user is going to merge that one, right? So usually the merge conflict is like whenever the merge conflict happens, right? So then suppose your changes are conflicting with some other person's changes, right? So then you both can have a discussion, and if you know, right, what needs to be done, what needs to be pushed, then it's better, like you can do that by yourself. But if you are not sure about the other person's changes, then you both can discuss, and then you both can resolve that conflict, right? So now we'll try to simulate that scenario. Okay, so how to simulate that scenario? So let's see, in our IntelliJ we have our main method. Okay, so let's say for line number 12. Okay, let me copy. So let's say here I'll say merge conflict demo, right, or something, demo 1. Okay, so this is in my local. Let's do from the remote first. Okay, so let's go to our remote repository. Let's say this is okay. So this is my local. On my local I have this one. This is in sync with the my remote repository. So let's say there is one more developer who came and who raised some PR, and that PR got approved and merged with the main branch. So that means some of his commit are there in the master branch. So remote repository's master branch is one commit ahead of the our current local master branch. Okay, so we'll open this one. Okay, main.java. So I'm just editing here, inline edit. So merge conflict demo 1. So this is what got committed. Okay, okay. So I'm saying merge conflict demo 1 in remote. This commit is there in the remote. So I'll say commit changes. So now if you see merge conflict demo 1. Okay, so this remote repository is got updated now, right? Let's go to our IntelliJ. Okay, so now our IntelliJ, our local master, right? If you see, our local master is here only, right? So we can do one thing here also. So here also we can go and add one line, right? So let's say here I'm adding merge conflict demo 1 demo 2 I'll say. Okay, so now this is what I'm adding. Okay, so let's do a commit now. So git commit. Okay, so merge conflict demo 2. Oops. Okay, say merge conflict demo 2. Okay, so I'll say commit. Okay, cool. So now if you see, this is our master now, local master. This is our origin master. Okay, so now it is showing in the local master there are outgoing changes. Okay, so local master outgoing changes, fetch. Okay, so now when I did a fetch, right, so what we saw, so fetch is to sync, right? So whatever is in the remote, whatever is in the local, we just synced it. Okay, so now if you see in the remote, you see there is a branching out here. Okay, it's not branching, the commits are diverted. It is not in the same line. Okay, we'll see. So let's see, this was the originally in the origin, right? Origin was pointing to this commit, right? And then on the remote, someone has already pushed their code, right? If you see, so it is diverged from the main line. And if you see merge conflict demo 1 in remote, that already been committed to the remote repository, right? But we took a from this one, right? So we were at this, local master was at this, right? From that we took another commit, merge conflict demo 2. So now this is the parent for both these commits, right? So this is the parent. From here if you see, right, so there were two commits. One is the merge conflict demo 1 in remote, another one is the merge conflict demo 2 in remote. Reading this graph is important, guys. So from this base commit we have two commits. One is in the remote branch and one was in the our local branch. So now these are the two commits, right? So now if you look here closely and they are master local branch, see, it is clearly showing there are incoming and outgoing commits. So something has been updated in the remote branch, right, as well as something is there in your local branch. Okay, so both the things are there. So now we can try to see, simulate that merge conflict scenario, right? So what can be done now? Now if we have not done any changes in the local, let's say this is not in the local, we can directly pull, right? So how you have seen in the earlier session, we can directly go to the git and we can do the pull, right? So when we do the git pull, it will get the remote changes to the local master, right? But we also have some changes in our local master also, right? If you see the same line number also, if you see line number 12 here in the remote also, that is line number 12, right? And the same line also, there is some changes, right? So let's see, let's try to merge them. Let's see, git also merge, right? Right. So let's say before that, instead of merge, let's pull and then we'll do the push. Okay. So now I'll say master. Okay. So let's say update. So fetching, merging, updating. See. So now it found there is a conflict. I am trying to pull the changes from the remote, right? So pull, what it does. So pull is fetch plus merge, right? So pull first, it tries to fetch the changes from the remote and then it tries to merge with our whatever content we have on our local. So when it try to merge, it shows, okay, there is some merge conflict detected. Resolve them before continuing the update. Either you can select the merge, you can say accept yours. Yours means whatever the changes you have done in your local, and accept theirs means whatever the change that has been there in the remote repository, right? Or you can select, click on the merge and manually you have to resolve the conflict, or you can double click on this one also, the merge window will open. So let's understand here in the backend what is displayed, right? So we are saying up to this line number 11, the code that is there in the remote repository as well as the code that is there in your local repository is perfectly fine. There is no merge conflict at all, there is no conflict in that, right? The conflict started at the line number 12. Okay, so the head, head is pointing to the merge conflict demo 2. What is this head? Head is the uh, head is pointing right here, right? Merge conflict demo 2 in the local. So that is the head is pointing. So head is at this one. This is the change. This is the code change. But if you see in the master origin slash master, from where we are trying to pull the changes, from there we see a different line. Okay, on the same here, if you see, that is merge conflict demo 2, it is merge conflict demo 1. The lines are different, right? So the code changed, right? So whatever we have in the local is not exactly same as whatever we have in the remote. So that's why it is the conflicting situation, right? On the same line, on the remote repository we are saying something, and on the same line number 12 on our local we are saying something. So that's why Git is not able to resolve this one manually. If Git is saying I am unable to do that, this I am unable to resolve this merge conflict, so you have to manually do that. So let's click on this merge, or double click on this one. So now if you see, a merge dialog comes. Okay, so this is our merge dialog. So here also few options are there. Okay, so this says your version. Your version is nothing but the one I have done in my local. If you see merge conflict demo 2, from our local we had this demo 2, right? From our remote we had the demo 1. This is changes from the server. Okay, this is our local changes, this is changes from the remote repository, and this is the result. Okay, after manually resolving we can say what is the result, right? So I'll quickly show you here. Merge conflict demo 2 was there in our local. If you go here and see, I think we cannot see here. Okay, that's okay, we can go to the remote and see. Okay, so merge conflict demo 1 is from the remote. So now if you go and see here, merge conflict demo 1. Okay, so merge conflict demo 1 is from the server or the remote repository. So similarly from our local we have merge conflict demo 2. Okay, this is the result. So we have to resolve. If I say accept left, right, so these changes will be pushed here. Okay, if I say accept right, these changes will also be pushed here, or else manually I can keep. Okay, I can either say accept left and I'll say apply, or I can say accept right and say apply. If when I say accept left, then this statement will come here, right? So my result will have my local changes, the remote changes we are discarding in that case. Or when I say accept right and say apply, so the changes from the remote will be coming here, and will be keeping these changes from the remote, and from the local changes will be discarding. Or we can do, like, depending upon the scenario, we can like what is required, we can select that one. Or sometimes we might need to keep both of them. So in that case we need to keep both. Okay, how to keep both? You can click this one, see. So this is the local changes came first, and then hit this one, and then the remote change came, right? And then I can say apply. Okay, so now one file updated in one commit. Okay, if you go to the commit and if you see here, right, main.java. So here you can see, right, merge conflict demo 2. This is first our, because that's what we added first, right? We added our local changes first, and then we accepted the changes from the remote. This is the remote changes. So this is a typical case where I am accepting both the changes from the local user as well as from the remote repository, right? So both the changes I'm accepting, and I'm committing. So if you see here, let's open this one. Okay, so this was earlier local, and here if you see, this was coming from the remote. That's what it is showing. Okay, that's okay. So let's see. So now merge remote tracking branch origin master. So now if you see here, so when we did resolve that merge conflict and applied, so merge, there was a merge commit got created here. If you see, right, this is nothing but the merge commit, and here master as well as your head will both will be pointing to your latest commit. Okay, and now, so our current local, right, our current local, whatever is there in the local, right, it is now proper, it has all the changes. Now we have to push these changes to the remote, right? Now while pushing, we don't have to, we will not see any error over there. So let's try to do that. See, push. Okay, merge remote tracking branch origin master, merge config demo 2. These two commits are going. This is a merge commit just now we did, right? and now I can say push. So pushed two commits to origin slash master. So now everything is pointing to here. Head, master, origin, master pointing to the merge commit. So now let's understand this graph a little. Okay. So you have seen from here we have created one commit in the remote and one commit in the local, right? And then these two commits, right? These two commits we have merged with the help of one merge commit, right? And these two changes are merged here and here. All the head, local master and origin master are pointing to the latest commit. Okay, this is nothing but our complete merging process. So we can go to the remote repository and we can see, right? So we can see the changes. Merge remote tracking branch origin slash master. So let's see the content. See, so merge conflict demo 2, this came from the local, right? So because that's what we said in our result, we first accepted our changes from the local and then we accepted the changes from the remote. So first local changes was this one and then we have accepted the changes from the remote. This is the second one. So this is the resultant code base that has been pushed to the remote, right, after the merging was completed. So what we did, we tried to pull the changes from the remote repository and it tried to show us there is a merge conflict. So we clicked on that manual merge and we manually resolved it by adding both the statements in the resultant column, and then we selected that one, we applied that one, and that resulted in a merge conflict, and that merge conflict we pushed into the remote repository, right? So hope you guys are clear. This is most important one, guys. So whenever you are working in the real time, you might come across this one and it might look like very difficult, but it's really easy. You have to understand like what needs to be there, what code should be the part of the final commit, right? That you need to understand. If you don't know, like other person's change is conflicting with your change, you can connect with the other person who have developed that code. You guys can get into the discussion and you can come to a common point, and then accordingly you can resolve the merge conflict and push the code. Okay, so hope you guys are liking these sessions. So if you guys are really liking the session, please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.